Here are some of the most popular tourist attractions which you can visit in 4 cities of Belgium: Brussels, Ghent, Bruges and Dinant. Belgium is a Western European country that consists of the French-speaking region called Wallonia, Dutch-speaking region called Flanders, and the capital city, Brussels. We will start this travel summary with the city that could be called the Pearl of Wallonia.
Dinant.
Located in the province of Namur, this town is best known as the birthplace of the saxophone inventor, Adolphe Sax. It is precisely for this reason that the main bridge in the city is decorated with numerous saxophones in the colors of various countries. Besides having numerous saxophones, the bridge offers a lovely view of the cathedral, the fortress and the Meuse River. There are 408 steps that separate you from the beginning of the climb to the top of the fortress. If you are not in the mood for climbing, don't worry, because there is also a cable car that takes you to the fortress. The fortress offers a wonderful view of the city and the Meuse River. The building that stands out here is certainly the Notre Dame Cathedral. With its foundations from the 1220s, it is without a doubt one of the main symbols of this town. Having in mind all the historic sites, the river, the bridge and the greenery next to the river, this view surely leaves a deep impression on the visitors. The fortress also has a museum. The largest part of the exhibition space is focused on the year 1914, when the Battle of Dinant took place. The music enthusiasts, especially the ones who prefer jazz music, could be interested in the birthplace of Adolphe Sax, the aforementioned inventor of the saxophone. His birthplace is now a museum, in which his life is briefly described, as well as the development of saxophone and jazz music throughout history. One of the inscriptions in the museum says, "What would music be without jazz? What would jazz be without the saxophone?" Just about 100 meters from the birthplace of his inventor, a monument to the saxophone instrument itself was also built, which proves the importance of this invention for the city. Another great idea on how to spend time here is to simply take a walk by the river or to go for a boat ride. If you don't want to drag yourself through the hustle and bustle of the various urban jungles in Belgium, this city could be a great place for you, given its quieter and slower pace of life.
Bruges.
Moving on to the region of Flanders. One of the first locations tourists visit in Bruges is the Minnewater, also known as the Lake of Love. Thanks to its numerous channels and bridges, this city is also known as the Venice of the North. The Church of Our Lady, locally known as Ons Lieve Vrouwekerk, was built in Gothic style from the 13th to the 15th century. The interior is best known for its famous Michelangelo sculpture. Two important sites are located on the square called De Burg. One is the City Hall. The other one is the Basilica of the Holy Blood, where the relic of the Holy Blood is kept, which is carried through the city every year in a procession that has been on the UNESCO list since 2009. The main square in the city is called Grote Markt. The most famous landmark on this square is the 83 meters high medieval bell tower called Belfort. Since 1999, this square has also been registered on the UNESCO list.
Gand.
Another gem of Flanders is the city of Ghent. Similarly to Bruges, it also has a lot of channels which are pretty crowded with tourists in boats. Gravenston is a medieval castle built in 1180. Throughout the past, it was used as a court, a mint, a prison, and even a cotton factory. Ghent also has its own medieval bell tower, namely the Belfort van Ghent, located directly across from the St. Bavo Cathedral. The cathedral is named after a saint who is celebrated in both the Catholic Church and Orthodox churches, and is known for its altar, which was the work of the Van Eyck brothers.
Bruxelles.
The main square in the capital city, called Grund Plus, is known for two important buildings. One of them is the City Museum, which is located in the Royal House on the north side of the square. The main building here is the City Hall, located on the south side of the square. At the top of the tower there is a statue of St. Michael, whose original is guarded just across, in the City Museum. The City Hall was built in the first half of the 15th century, thus being the only remaining medieval building at the Grund Plus. Since 1998, the whole square has been on the UNESCO list. Here you can see the neoclassical Royal Palace, which is where the king exercises his prerogatives as head of state, grants audiences, and deals with affairs of state. The construction began in 1783, and was completed in 1934. Across the street from the palace is the entrance to the Royal Park. Square Marie-Louise is a great idea for those who prefer blue and green surfaces. The beautiful lake, together with the fountain and English gardens, without a doubt give this park a picturesque ambience. Another historically important site is the Park of the 50th Anniversary. The building that dominates the park is the Arch of the 50th Anniversary, which was finished in 1905. The park was opened in 1880 on the occasion of the 50th anniversary of the Belgian Revolution of 1830, when the Belgian rebels, with the help of France, gained independence from the Netherlands. The statue of the Belgian King Albert I is one of the first things you will notice when you climb up to the Mount of Arts, which is an urban complex and a historic site that includes a public garden, the Royal Library of Belgium and the National Archives of Belgium. Located in central Brussels, the hill offers a nice view at the tower of the City Hall. Which of these cities did you like the most? Leave your opinion in the comment, share, like and subscribe.